have you performed in that lifetime? Are you pleased?
Considering the circumstances, yes.
Very good. What lessons
Yes.
have you learned, the lessons that you set out to learn?
Yes.
Very good.
I felt it, I experienced it, and I have understanding, compassion, and empathy now, and I don't want to experience such a thing ever again.
Very good. What happens next? Do you get to choose the next life, or do you stay in spirit realm for a while?
What I'm sensing, what I'm seeing is that Herman's soul is a part of a bigger soul, and Joanna's soul is part of this bigger soul as well. And all these lives are kind of happening at the same time. And this is the part hard to understand, and explain. They're all happening at the same time, and you might have thoughts pop up and sensation in your body, which are actually coming from that parallel life. It seems so complicated. This is the easiest way I can describe this. This is like I found idea. This is imagine that you are like a sea creature, like one of those like a sea stars or something like that, but it has many appendages, many little
Tentacles.
tentacles, and on the end of each tentacle there is like this apparatus which is feeding
Yes.
and picking up on all the plankton and stuff coming by. So you can compare the soul situation to something like that. There is this main source of this main body, and then all the appendages, all those little needles, sort of to say, these are the lives. And these are the fragments of the souls, of the
Yes.
same major soul. And some people call it OVERSOUL, but
Yes.
there's this is like this it goes even deeper and farther. There's another oversoul of this little oversoul, and it's even more expanded, and it has even more appendages, sort of to say, and it has more experiences. And this is all learning experiences, and yeah, I don't know if I described this
Yes, you
good
described
enough.
it. You described it very well. So,
So it's happening all at the same time, and they, if you get hurt, like one of those needles, those little appendages gets hurt, for example, or died or something, the other parts they can sense it, and the more the higher you are in your soul understanding and evolution, the more you're gonna feel these things. And your job is to discern and recognize those feelings, and kind of like put them in the right places, like you folding your clothing and putting the socks here, the t-shirts here, the sweatshirts here, and you like compart I can't say that word, like compartments, like you're putting all those pieces back where they belong.
Mm-hmm.
And you if you've advanced enough, if you reach certain point, you are able to pick up on that, what happened in that other life, and
Mm-hmm.
you can connect in a meditation or in a prayer or in a quiet time. You can connect to that part of yourself and help it to understand and get the lessons out of the situation, and kind of heal yourself from the memories,
Mm-hmm.
because sometimes the memories are very traumatic, and it's really hard to process, and especially if the soul is not that experienced, and it doesn't mean that it's a soul of a child. That's not what it means.
Mm-hmm.
Unexperienced soul is just a soul which kind of started its journey through the lessons,
Mm-hmm.
and many souls who came to experience the war,
Mm-hmm.
they were very advanced souls, and they were even if they died young, they were advanced souls, and they knew what to do. But the worst situation is when the soul gets so scared and so shocked in a physical body that it's so traumatized that it freezes. That's like that happens to even to those evolved souls. Sometimes it's too much. The trauma, sometimes it's too much, and the soul freezes, and then
Mm-hmm.
it needs help. And sometimes you might feel this within your life as a blockage or inability to do something, or some unexplained pain, or some unexplained dilemmas, or fears. Yeah.
I see.
And then the soul usually needs help, and it's not so easy with getting the help, because the soul has to realize itself first and then ask for the help. We cannot help till that process is done, and some
Mm-hmm.
souls take a very long time to even recognize that there is somewhere to go, that there's something else besides being disconnected from your own body. And
Mm-hmm.
it's just it seems like there's a lot of things happening at the same time, and energetically it's very multi-dimensional, and there are forces which you can't see, but they're there, and they're just being attracted to certain energies, and that is also a difficulty for a lost soul, that they have they're surrounded with a wrong crowd, sort of to say, and they're being kept in the state of not moving on. Like it takes some takes like a jolt for them to move on, and sometimes it's something they observe
Mm-hmm.
in other people's lives, and that triggers it. Sometimes it happens in their own life. There has to be a trigger. There has to be like this trigger. Otherwise, the soul is kind of mindless, sort of to
Mm-hmm.
say. It's just like going through the motions and
Mm-hmm.
doesn't really have a direction. Or yeah, it's hard to get the souls out of that state. And there's other forces who keep the souls in that state
Very good.
because it's beneficial to them to keep as
Mm-hmm.
many souls as possible in that state, because then that soul is still reincarnating somehow. I don't understand the process of it, and I'm not able to explain it. But even though you go through your somehow you're reincarnating again, and sometimes you are like you attach yourself to somebody during the birthing process, and there is two souls then.
Mm-hmm.
And but this isn't like it's been planned. This is unhealthy.
Mm-hmm.
This is causing disturbance, and people sometimes people like literally go crazy from it.
Mm-hmm.
They develop mental illness. They can't. They have trouble dealing with that.
So the lost soul finds a baby to attach to? Is that it?
Yeah, but it's not like a norm. It's very it's there is a possibility like that. They can do that. They can also attach themselves to adult
Mm-hmm. Is it
or
because they want to be in a body, in a human body?
yes,
Mm-hmm.
it's like they want to live. They want to continue,
Yeah.
and from that space of that confusion and suspension, they're not able to. So they're reaching out and they're trying to find a way of getting back into a body.
Incarnating without going back to the light.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
it's. I know it's very confusing concept, and it's really hard to understand this. But I see this happening,
Mm-hmm.
and some people are more susceptible to it, and that's what happens. And these people are they're so that's really nobody's fault. It's just how it is. It's just
Mm-hmm.
how it is.
May I speak? Who is asking? Who is speak? Ask who is speaking now.
This is Herman's higher self.
Mm-hmm. I see.
And
And did Herman reincarnate after that lifetime, or is he lost?
um, no, he went to the light.
Mm-hmm.
Herman was able to go to the light. But a little piece of him is left there in that concentration camp.
Mm-hmm. Would you
And
like us to bring that piece of him back to the light?
yes, please.
Very good. How shall we do that? What would be the most effective way?
Just bring a healing light, pink
Mm-hmm.
light,
Bringing a beautiful pink and healing light.
and shining it to the place where the grenade exploded. And
Very good.
separated his body into tiny pieces.
I can see it now, beautiful pink light.
We need to
And
put this body together.
like a spotlight now, looking for that piece of him that is still there. Have you found it?
Yes.
Very good. Now let's put it back with the rest of his soul. This is part of your soul, Herman. Take that part, embrace it.
Yes.
Very good. How are you doing?
Good. It's coming back.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Very good. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And so, as I understand it, but I want to make sure that I understand correctly, your soul is part of the same oversoul as Joanna?
Yes.
Very good. And why has Joanna been shown the lives of Herman and Alice today?
This is an answer to the question.
Mm-hmm.
This
I
is
see.
why these memories were coming back and
Mm-hmm.
popping up in her mind. And this is we need to heal the fear which
Mm-hmm.
was created in the life of Alison.